Good morning, dear friends. Another day of Bhagavad Gita Sadhana. Thank you so much for joining. If you're on live, you might notice, and maybe I'll just leave it this way, that besides the temperature, sunrise, everything's blank. And that kind of reflects upon the theme we'll talk about today. First of all, I just couldn't decide what to talk about today. There's so much to talk about in the Gita. But what's most important now? And then I realized where we are in the Gita. So we've really laid down the setting. Arjuna is about to go to war. He's pondering death and killing. But right at the start of chapter 2 now, what he does is simply surrender to the moment. And as a warrior who's been taught to fight his whole life, this is an extreme challenge for him. And it creates a bit of space. And actually, the Gita itself is a space. Some people have wondered, if the Gita really happened, how did two armies just sit there when they're ready? You can see it in chapter 1. They're banging their drums. They're blowing their conchs. They're ready to go. And all of a sudden, Arjuna asks Krishna a question, and then the Bhagavad Gita happens, which if you ever speak it, try speaking it, having a dialogue with somebody. One of you plays Arjuna and one of you plays Krishna. It takes a while. And who would wait that long when they're eager and ready to go? But this is one of the things that the Gita provides for us, is a real living example of how to deal with conflict. We've identified the conflict. We've identified some of the roots of conflict. Now, as warriors ourselves, as doers, as people of action, the first 6 chapters of the Gita are about what action to take. And as people of action, then we go, now I have to do something about it. Or do we? Often when we just say, I got to do something, and we do it, we default to the same things we've done before that have brought us to the same places. We talked about this battle being different. And one of the big differences is Arjuna is pausing to consider. And not only pausing, but surrendering. He says to Krishna, tell me what to do. You're my spiritual advisor. And Krishna represents the soul, or the true self. World, don't tell me what to do. My ego, don't tell me what to do. Soul, I surrender to you. What do I do today? And I kind of had that feeling this morning. I'm like, my ego doesn't know what to do. My brain is like, I don't know. But my soul will know when I sit down in front of the camera. It's this pausing and this surrender that really creates a new approach. And it's very hard for us in modern Western culture. We don't pause for a minute. We're waiting at the traffic light. We whip out the phone, even though we're not supposed to see what's up, or we fiddle with something. We can't just be. And especially we can't just be with the moment. This is why this particular battle is special. Arjuna is pausing, surrendering, and asking for what he needs, which is help. So I encourage you today, as you go through, to notice where your conflict arises, and then how you might want to have a knee-jerk reaction. Jump in and do something about it. And can you pause? Can you surrender to what's actually in front of you, not what's playing in your head, not the past pattern that you're sure is going to happen again? Can you be here and listen, not to the ego, not to the world, but to your soul? This has to happen right at the start of the Gita, because without this pause, this surrender, and this looking within, the rest of the Gita can't happen. It just can't. The rest of your spiritual journey starts now. So let's pause, go within, and connect with our soul. We'll start with our balance pose. Balance poses are very good for making the mind stop, because if you're thinking in a balance pose, you're probably falling out. So let's get that pause in our thinking. let's switch sides. As we prepare for our meditation today, I'll invite you to, in your meditation, to just surrender to the moment, like to have no agenda, to just be with what's going on and notice if in that attitude your soul does any speaking to you. See you in 5. Hello, sun. Welcome back. There's the sun again. Yay. How was that for you today? It's very important in our busy lives that feel so jam packed to make time. We can, just by doing something like this, find a pause, however brief, surrender to that moment and that presence and listen within. And this is a simple way to start creating more change in your life. Today's practice is dedicated to Deb O and to Ken. Surrender is needed now. May you find the time to pause and make that happen. Good luck to you. Good luck to you all on your journey. And speaking of, I'm going to put this out there. In late June, I'm supposed to be in Scottsdale, Arizona to present or to facilitate a roundtable about spirituality and yoga therapy. And I was thinking while I'm there or on my way there, anywhere between Cleveland and Scottsdale, if anybody would like me to come and talk about the Gita to a group or just be with the group or meditation or whatever, please reach out. We'll see what the universe has to say. You can, many of you know how to contact me. If you don't, you can go to welcomingdestiny.com and find my direct cell number on there. Okay, welcomingdestiny.com. Let's welcome destiny together today and every day, and we'll see what happens when we do that in tomorrow's adventure. Oh, till then, enjoy the sun. Whee! I'll get out of the way so you can enjoy it. Bye.